Hey guys, welcome back to Halfshelltoys and Collectibles. The last 24 hours has been really good. So we've had a total of 11 items sell to the tune of about $390. These record-setting days for sales for us have just been awesome. So let's go ahead and start getting some of these orders pulled. The first item we need to pull is a sports card, and it is a Ken Griffey Jr. sports card. It is from 1991. There's the sports card there. 1991. So it's really close to his rookie year. His rookie year was 1989, I believe. So, but that card, it's an upper deck, and it's sold for $1.27 plus shipping. The next item we got to pull from a tote, and it is out in the shop. So it's an A45. A45. Let's believe it's down here. And there it is right there. Set this up here. Put this back. All right, so, and this item is a Hallmark piece actually, and it says on here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Thanksgiving party goods, turkey, and it's a six-piece box. And there they are, and they're just a little like figure. They just sit on a table or a shelf or something. And they were made in Hong Kong. And it has a price tag of $2.95 on the bottom of these. And it actually says that on the box here. It says 6 for $2.95 a piece. And they're from the Mary Miniatures line. So these are old. These are from 1983, and this is a shipper box that would have sent to the store, and then they would use these to put them out on the shelf. Now, 3 of these are sealed and they're plastic, and 3 of them aren't. But someone purchased this whole box, probably at a yard sale or something, for $1.50. Now, guys, this was probably one of our better sales for the year. And so this little shipper box, it's pretty small, with these 6 turkeys in it that were normally $3 a piece, sold for $100, $118.99. And the buyer paid $12.45 to ship it. Now, we had these on sale. They were 15% off, so we had them listed even higher than that. But they've been listed for about 14 months, and they finally sold. So crazy good money on those. That came in a huge lot of stuff that we bought last summer. So our next item we're gonna pull is a Life magazine, and it's actually right here behind me. Got to move some stuff out of the way to get to my bins. My office space is pretty small, guys. So move some of the stuff out of the way. All right. Now we can get to these. I'm guessing it's going to be further down. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, I think that was it. That's it right there. So this is the Life magazine that features either the first spacewalk or one of the very first spacewalks. And this magazine is from June 18th, 1965, and it sold for $12.10 plus shipping. I have a flat rate shipping on those, so the buyer paid $7.99 for shipping. The next item we got is another sports card. It is from 1978, and it's the rookie pitchers, some of the rookie pitchers from that year. So that's that sports card. And this one was a little bit better. This one sold for $3.39 plus shipping. This is a card that a lot of people like to get graded because they can go for a lot with a good grade. And this one is in really good shape. This one probably could have been graded by myself and sold for more. But the thing you got to look for is the spacing and how well the border is spaced and the card image is centered. And this one is pretty good, guys. Sometimes they're way over to one side and stuff. So that one's in really good shape, and that's why I could ask a little bit more for it. So $3.39 plus shipping. All right, guys, the next item we got to pull is actually a Christmas die cut, and this is what it looks like. Actually, a vintage die cut snowman on a sled, and this one is actually pretty sought after, so we could ask a little bit more for it. I think last year I had it listed for like $30, and it didn't sell, so I came down a little bit this time. Get our die cuts down off the shelf over here. And I just dropped one. Okay. All right, so I can see it. It's right there on the edge. So that is the die cut. It's pretty good size. It's like a 14 by 14. The color is still really good on it. And that die cut, that piece of cardboard, sold for $20.18 plus shipping. The buyer paid a total of $9.25 for shipping. We may use close to that just because of how big it's going to be. I'll probably put it in a 15 by 15 flat to ship it. So let's go ahead and put these die cuts back, and then we'll get to our next item. I don't know if I'm going to put them up there. I'm just going to put them right here for now. All right, so the next item we got to pull is actually a movie poster. So this would be the second movie poster that I've sold since listing them a couple weeks ago, and this is it. It is the Scooby-Doo movie poster from 2002, so definitely vintage. Guys, I need to come up with a way to store my movie posters once I list them. Right now, I'm just listing them and throwing them on top of my Lightbox. So I need to figure out a way to store these in such a way that I can easily still be able to look at them and pull them. And I thought this was going to be a whole lot easier than what it is. I'm going to have to get back with you guys here in a second once I pull this. All right, we got that movie poster pulled. It is right here. It is in this plastic sleeve, and we'll be shipping this in a tube. And that poster sold for $18.56 plus shipping. I have a flat rate on my posters. This one is being shipped for $9.99, but I just raised my flat rate shipping for posters to $11.50 just because $9.99 doesn't quite cover it because of the width of the poster and the length of the tube I have to use. It just makes the cost a lot more than what it should be, in my opinion. So we'll raise the shipping of those up a little bit. Our next item we got to pull is actually a baseball card, and I have to pull that real quick. All right, guys, so this card is also in 1978 from the same set of the last card we just pulled. And it is a Dave Parker. And this is an all-star card. And this one sold for $1.69 plus shipping. Get you guys spun around here so you guys get a good look at the card. Definitely a nice, cool, vintage card. And it's clean. And it's off-center. The picture is off-centered. Like what I was talking about before. You guys can notice the white border is larger on this side than the other side. And that really affects the grading value of the card. So this is a card that won't be graded. But it did sell in a raw condition for $1.69. And we've got like probably a penny or two into it. So Not bad. Next item we got to pull is a video game, and it is in S3. It is another Phoenix Wright game, Ace Attorney Trials. That's what it looks like. So let's go ahead, come over here to S3, and this one, I just think it's right here actually. Yep, that's it. Okay, so there's the game. This one is also, it is complete. It's got its manual, very clean condition. And this sold for $25.49 plus shipping. So not bad. All of our video games are paid for. So that is pure profit. The next item we've got to pull is actually a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Fuggler. This is still stuffed animal things that are just ugly. They've got a huge following though. I've got to admit, out of the 4 turtles, my favorite one is Raph. And if I ever come across one, I'll probably keep it. But I've just been selling these off. So this guy is an A32 out in the shop. A32, which is right here. This one's kind of full too, guys. I typically, in the past, I wouldn't fill my totes up so much, so they were easier to get down and pull stuff from. But since I have so much inventory now, I just been stuffing them up. So there he is right there. Now, this is one that we recently picked up from a buddy of mine. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff back. We'll go ahead and put that up later. So here's the Fuggler. Just a funky looking little dude. Kind of shows you what the other ones look like. But so that guy is a plushie and a box, and it sold for $11.04 plus shipping. And the buyer paid $11.10 for shipping. So they paid more for the shipping of the item than the actual item itself, which we'll probably get to keep some of that shipping. So that was not a bad flip. All right, so the next items we got to pull are a couple of loose video games. So let me go grab the loose video game tote and we'll get to pulling those. All right, guys, so our first loose video game that we have to pull is Metal Slug for the Game Boy Advance. That's what the cart looks like. And this game, it sold for $68. We took an offer on it, $68 plus shipping. And it is here in our loose tote. And if I remember right, I think it's over in this corner from the last time we were looking for games. So there it is. So not a bad flip. And it's pure profit because the video games are paid for. So our next one we've got to pull is actually a DS game. And it is loose as well. And it is the Marvel Superhero Squad for DS. So it is a really small cartridge. It's one like this size. Actually, that's it. Man, I'm getting lucky on pulling those things. So there's that one there. And it didn't sell for a whole lot. That one sold for $5.09. So it's not a very desirable game. But the buyer paid $8.10 to ship it, which is stupid because I think I have it in there for a 5x7 padded envelope at an ounce or 2 ounces, something like that. And the shipping was still $8.10. Just unreal how much shipping costs these days. But that was the last item we have to pull, guys. So 11 items for $390 in sales, which is totally awesome. I just consider myself super blessed right now. I've never had a Q4 this well, sales this good. So I'm very thankful for that. And so we're going to get these things boxed up and then get to listing some stuff, because if you're not listing, then you're not going to be selling. And it doesn't do any good for the stuff to just sit out in the shop. So I think that's it for this video, guys. We'll see you on the next one.